Okay, guys, here we go. Wednesday, the 11th of March, 2026. So, just going to go through. Market opens in just a couple minutes. I usually log on here about this time. I don't trade for the first about 15 minutes of the market, so I don't have to get here really early. I've actually been here at my computer for about maybe half an hour doing various things. But I wanted to show you my setup for the day. What I do to get ready to trade. So here is the MNQ chart, the one that I'm trading. I do trade micros pretty much exclusively, unless sometimes I do use minis when I'm trying to um, qualify an account, an evaluation account. But I want you to see these lines. So what I like to do is this is the overnight chart here, and this is yesterday's regular session action. So I set this thick bluer, kind of light blue line up here as the high of the overnight. Got this line I put at the low of the overnight. Looks like we're about right in the middle of that, which doesn't surprise me for today. Then I mark the high of yesterday's regular session and the low. Pick the low from here, and isn't that interesting? It's almost exactly the same, and so I'll leave it a little bit spaced apart. It's not exact, but I don't want to overlap those lines. But that's where we are. So kind of what does that tell us? Not much of, I do think um, we have some news today. I think it's CPI today. It might be, and we'll look at that. This dotted line is just the previous day's close. This is still at 7:30 when market opens. It is open, so it has updated. So here is yesterday's close. So we know that that's there. Looks like the market's pumping a little bit. And I go to Forex Factory just to check the news for today. And yes, we have CPI. Oh, CPI is already hit. No surprises. Um, Looks like Trump's going to speak most of the day, but nothing else. So nothing too much that we need to worry about. CPAI, some of the prop firms won't let you trade that news, so you always need to be aware of that. And now let's get my Confluence traders that I really like, Jaden and Grizzly. We'll get logged on with them real quick, and then we'll be ready to go. Mm, I think yeah, I had a payment failure for my stream with them, so bear with me. May have to log off and log back on, so I don't want to get rid of the what we have for the daily setup. So let me just tell you really quick. I trade the 6 minute chart. That's a little bit different than what most people do, so be aware of that. Um, and let me just show you really quick. Well, you'll see my setup on the next live when I log on. I've got to go out and set up the Discord. Don't want to do that live on camera. So, all right. So that's my daily setup. Really simple. look at the high and low of the overnight, the high and low of the previous day. And then these blue lines, I'll make a video. These are just hourly levels of support and resistance. And I use them for just, reference. And sometimes they're more risky a lot of times, but they give me some idea, like where these two are close together, then I'd be looking for some pretty good resistance up in here. But that's pretty much all I use as far as levels go. And then I do use VWAP. That's here. This indicator is VWAP, or volume weighted average price. And I also use the 9 period, oops, the 9 period EMA, which is this white line, and the green. So we'll talk more about that in the other live. So for now, we'll sign off.